Hey gang! Hey gang, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Happy Holidays. I guess Kwanzaa is about to start too. From Austin Dental Spa in Austin, Texas. I'm Mark Sweeney, owner of Austin Dental Spa, and I've got some elves here to celebrate Christmas with me. Maggie, our production assistant for our marketing department. Kimberly, my favorite CFO of all time. She keeps the books and makes Austin Dental Spa stay in the black so that we can stay in business from one year to the next. Jacqueline, my newest elf, my newest dental assistant. This was her first week at Austin Dental Spa. We stole her from an office in Lakeway, and each day I wonder if she's going to come back the next day because we're working her pretty hard and throwing some new things at her. But here she is back, and she says she's coming back tomorrow. And Sue, you've all dealt with Sue if you've been here before. She schedules all our appointments, and she's kind of a jack of all trades of everything to do with the front desk at Austin Dental Spa. And she's ringing the bells today too. So they agreed to come help start off Wisdom Wednesday, our last one before Christmas, and put everybody in a Christmas mood. But they've got floss to make and gifts to get ready. So they're going to leave us, and we're going to get on with the business of Wisdom Wednesday. But Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Thank y'all for...
Happy holidays.
What a great way to start a Wisdom Wednesday, right here for the holidays, our last version. So long, elves. Don't break the dental floss. I have to keep reminding them of that. Health tip for holidays. I've been doing my research, as usual, for Wisdom Wednesday, and I found an article that says from one of the psychology associations in the United States, and they say that contrary to popular belief, the holidays are not the most common time to experience depression. That actually suicide rates in December are the lowest of any time of the year. So I know some people have personal experiences that would contraindicate that, but these are nationwide statistics for the United States only. But I'm just parroting the research, is that actually Christmas is the time of the year when people start thinking about getting together with family, and they start thinking about group activities, and so depression is actually lower. So keep that in mind as you approach the holidays. We all have that one relative maybe in the family that we only see at Christmas that kind of makes you depressed just thinking about them. But there is research to show that, you know, they have these things that say, hey, you got to think yourself. If you just think, you can think yourself happy. Well, it works the other way around too. There's been research that neuro-linguistic programmers know this already, that you can make yourself smile, even if it's a forced smile, and it works the opposite direction too. It will tell your brain that you're happy because you've activated the muscles that only get activated when you are happy, and you can smile yourself into being happy. I didn't make this up. It is research. It is proven. Look it up on WebMD. But it's a fact. So if you're having a tough time during the holidays, just try to smile. Look at yourself in a mirror. That's always enough to make me laugh, especially if it's first thing in the morning and I think I'm waking up looking like Ulysses or something, and I look in the mirror and it's not exactly what I thought I was going to see. So anyway, keep that in mind. Try to have a happy holiday season, and focus on the good things that have happened to you this past year, or the good things that are going to happen in 2019. I've had numerous people in here the last 2 weeks saying 2019 is going to be my year. Some of them started out with 2018 sucked, but we all agreed 2019 is going to be a good year. So go into it with a positive attitude, and let's make 2019 a great year. Now, my research project for the day, these end of the year statistics start coming out. University of Michigan has been keeping these statistics for 44 years on things that teenagers do and trends that they look for to try to predict what's going to happen as they move into early adulthood. And this year, for the first time ever in 44 years since they've been tracking this, vaping or nicotine use in a more general sense among teenagers has jumped 11 points from somewhere in the 20% range to somewhere in the 30% range. And they attribute this to vaping particularly and to e-cigs coming in several different shapes and forms now that have gotten more creative. So now apparently you can even buy e-cig vapors in a device that looks like a computer hard drive or a flash drive. So you can be much more discreet now when you're vaping, and so kids are even doing it in class in junior high and high school. And because of that ease of usage, they're discovering that more teens are doing it, all the way down to as young as 12. Now, the thing that concerns researchers is that at 12 years old, they believe, and I don't think it's been proven yet, probably because they can't get enough 12-year-olds to stop playing video games and be studied for their studies, but their concern is that at 12 years old, the brain is still developing, and too much exposure to nicotine could potentially damage the brain. Again, there's no statistics that prove that out yet. That's just a theory. But it is somewhat alarming that kids all the way down to 12 years old are finding more creative ways to use nicotine discreetly, and so it is on the rise. Whereas, interestingly, marijuana usage is down. That was the big concern among everybody back when I was a kid. And now nicotine use is down, and only 1 out of 4 high school seniors claims to use marijuana on any kind of regular basis. So that's interesting statistics for an old guy like me as to what's going on out there in the world right now. And so take that for what it's worth, but they did some offshoots of this study saying that drug experimentation going beyond marijuana usage into the drug use is on the decline as well, which is some of the good news that came out of the study, because one of the lead researchers said that drinking and recreational drug use is a group event, which I'd never really thought about. But she said now kids, teenagers particularly, spend more time by themselves at home on their video games and on social media. They're not getting together in large groups. And so they're attributing that to the reason for the decline. So for whatever reason, group activities among teens is down. So therefore, the things that were associated with those group activities, such as drug use and experimenting with marijuana, are down because you have no one to pass it to, I guess. But vaping use is on the rise. So there's your Wisdom Wednesday research tip for the week. Otherwise, like we said at the beginning, this is our last Wisdom Wednesday before Christmas, which is next Tuesday. I hope everyone has a great Christmas. It's undecided yet whether we're going to have a Wisdom Wednesday on the day after Thanksgiving or the day after Christmas, because Austin Dental Spa is closed, but wouldn't be surprised if we just rip off one little post-Christmas Black Wednesday, everybody taking their gifts back and exchanging them for something that they really want. Wisdom Wednesday next week. We will be open at Austin Dental Spa on Thursday and Friday next week. That was my trade-off, is if they were willing to work on Friday, then I would give them Wednesday off, and they jumped at that deal. So hope you have great holidays. Those of you that have the whole week off between Christmas and New Year's, enjoy yourselves. I know I've got 2 boys that just came home from college on Sunday night and Monday. They knocked out $100 worth of Rudy's barbecue in about 15 minutes on Sunday night, because they're both going to school up in the Northeast, where they apparently do not have good barbecue and no spices or flavorings at all, and certainly no jalapenos. So I think the next day they knocked off Maudie's Mexican food. So they're enjoying their Christmas break, and I hope you do too. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and next week we'll try to do a Happy New Year version. Till then, so long.